Namaste, beloveds. This is Mother with Wisdom, and today is a very special day for me. In just the beginning of spring and purification and adjusting to and adapting to a lot of changes that are getting ready to take place in my life and in the lives of those who I love. So I want to do a 5-card reading, and I'll be pulling from the ffiona Morgan Daughters of the Moon Tarot deck. So here we go. And again, I'll be pulling 5 cards. And the first card, I'm cutting. First card is the Hura, the Ten of Flames. And I'm going to show it to you. This is the Hura, the Ten of Flames, and this is from, again, Daughters of the Moon Tarot deck. And I'm going to read what ffiona has to say, and then I'll give you what Spirit gives me from this. So, in saying that, I just want to say that this is a very special day. I've been kind of in meditation mode and all kinds of things, priestess mode and empress mode and goddess mode and queen mode and mama mode and grandma mode, nana mode. So here we go. Hura, Ten of Flames. The Hura is a traditional tribal dance of the Jewish people that is performed at festivals and celebrations. This is a dance of energy, synchronization, and ritual. Therefore, great cooperation and connection is required. In the reading, the Hura indicates that events have reached the final stage of completion. This card is similar to the Aether card, Shakti, except that it refers to the fire element. You have passed through the stages of initiation, repetition, and preparation of action. There may have been conflict or frustrating along the way, but now you are complete and your goal is achieved. Completion is a kind of death as we finish a cycle and prepare to birth a new one. It requires letting go of control so the energy can pass on to its natural transformation. The Ten of Flames is a joyous completion and a celebration of fire energy and life. Many women yearn for this experience, only to find themselves thwarted by socialization patterns in themselves or in those around them. An upside down or shift or tilted card could reflect some problems or some barriers between you and your goal. And that was not the case. So I'm just going to keep moving forward. The next card, I'm not going to answer that right now, is the Ten of Cups, another 10. And this is ecstasy in Anna's house of heaven. Whoa. And for those of you that know me and kind of follow some of my revelations and insights and poetry, radio show, and so forth, you'll know that Inanna is she's the first goddess that appeared to me on my journey of learning the goddess and the matriarchy kind of wisdom. So this is, again, a special cup. Again, it is a 10 of Cups, ecstasy, in Anna's house of heaven. Oh, and I didn't show the card. Okay. This is the card. There we go. There we go. I'm hoping you got to see all of it. These are beautiful cards. So beautiful. Let me get to the Ten of Cups right quick. bear with me in this, and I am so appreciative of all of you. Um, because this is very precious to me, and I'm going to be coming back to this because it has great significance. Like I said, my daughters and family, grands and everything are getting ready to start their life journey in another state. And as much as I support them and look forward to this and have prayed for this and everything, my heart is heavy to see them go. Um, my heart is heavy for the distance that will exist figuratively and literally. Um, this is Inanna's House of Heaven Ecstasy, Ten of Cups. Inanna's House of Heaven was a temple built by priestesses of the Sumerian goddess Inanna, daughter of Namu. They resided in this center of protecting guidance. The Ten of Cups symbolizes ecstatic love that binds us passionately in spirit and body to Goddess and to each other. It is the water healing bliss and harmony of all emotions, when all your feelings are working in cooperation. Ecstasy or rapture is a release, a tidal wave of passion. We are cleansed by her love, by uniting with others or our more spiritual self. Spirit guides watch over us. This ecstasy is a state of grace or exaltation where we transcend the boundaries of ourselves. It is a harvest of psychic fruit. A tilted or reverse rapture card indicates that you must be careful and avoid using the pursuit of ecstasy as a way of avoiding responsibility, as this can lead to spaciness and disconnection. And I can testify to both of those. So, the next card is the Three of Pentacles. Aruru, Clay Woman. There we go. This card has a lot of energy to it. I can see it. I can feel it. I just know that it is. Okay, this is going to give me a lot of wisdom and insight right here. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Aurora 94. Okay. There we go. Aruru, Clay Woman. Three of Pentacles. The South American priestess of clay captures the spirit of the goddess Aruru, who shapes earth out of clay and water. Pots have always been regarded as symbols of the female power of transformation. Cauldron, well, womb, oven, mouth, cave, all are openings into the dark and mysterious dimension where life takes shape. She who shapes the pot has dominion over the material realm, that power within that guides and orders the physical aspect of our lives. Shaping a pot to be fired, then later used on our hearths, is one way we can tap into our creativity while making something both beautiful and useful. It is how we create honest material success, and yet our ideas and standards. A well-thrown pot is a joy indeed, but the clay must be pure and consistent, or it will crack in the baking. When we market our artistic creations such as pottery, we are reminded by Aruru to examine our motives and values. It is also an exercise in learning how to let go of our material creations. This is the card of artisans who come together at festivals and fairs to share their lives and material exchanges. It is yet another family of women cooperating and exchanging energy as we support each other to succeed through our art and craft. It is a new economy of support and a card of successful endeavor. A reversed or tilted position to this card could indicate frustration in succeeding in the world, lack of recognition, or a reluctance to receive success when it presents itself. This is a common experience among women. Sometimes we achieve success at too great a price, while at other times we block it out of a sense of powerlessness and self-hatred. This is called internalized oppression, and it is further discussed in the oppression card. All too often, our gifts go unrecognized in the commercial marketplace. If you feel invalidated, try trading your creations among friends. Okay, that was a deep card to me. This is the fourth card. Never surprised when I get this one, and I get it a lot. Strength. Let's see. There we go. And it pictures a woman walking with a lioness. This is a strength card. And this is one of the major arcana cards. And it is strength, I believe, in each. Even in the regular deck, it is regular tarot deck, it is strength. Okay. Strength. Here we go. This one is speaking to me already before I even start reading, so I'm grounding myself with it. So here we go. Strength is the ingredient we harmoniously mix when the forcefulness of our wills to create personal power. To feel the vibrant life energy or kundalini of personal power, it is essential to recognize and make friends with inner power sources. The lioness represents our desires, passions, vibrant life energy, and wild being. She is our beautiful beast and is shown here existing in harmony with the woman, symbolizing a loving cooperative relationship with our power. She is sexual and hot with the heat of healing and shines with a luster, referring to Crowley's title of lust for this card. Strength speaks to the taming power of self-love, sensuality, sexuality, and loving our animal selves. There is strength in her tenderness as well. We feel our personal power the strongest when we create to our fullest. These peaks of creativity bring about moments of transcendence, such as the dancer who performs a perfect moment in the dance of life. Usually these peak experiences do not occur without long hours of hard work and discipline. Personal power works in spirals and circles. The more we believe in our strengths, the more powerful we feel. Once we feel our power and use it in our life, we feel a responsibility to encourage others to develop to their full potential. We live in a system of fixed and blinded power where a small group has power over others. Power misused is oppression, maintained by fear and lies. I'm going to read that again just because it is such a powerful statement. We live in a system of fixed and blinded power where a small group has power over others. Power misused is oppression, maintained by fear and lies. In our power over system, men are given more status and thought superior to women. White people, likewise, have power over people of color, and the able-bodied over those with physical and mental challenges. Activist feminists have been attempting to change this paradigm for hundreds of years. One of the largest obstacles to our success is our internalized oppression, whereby we believe ourselves to be inferior. Part of the responsibility of realizing our strength or personal power is learning the concept of passing power. When power comes to you, keep some, pass some on, and claim her again when she returns. Letting go of power is the ultimate trust. Letting go of power is the ultimate in trust. My power is not diminished by yours. A reverse or tilted card indicates checking to see if you are misusing your power. It could also mean that you are out of touch or in disharmony with your power sources. Maybe you are feeling a victim. If so, it is important to believe that you can be strong, take your power, rewrite your script, take control, and create change in your life. Personal power is taking control and becoming a creator of your destiny. And that is exactly what is going on in my world today. You know, we often pray for things to happen, to occur, and the new trend word or buzzword or energy word is highest self, most authentic self. And so when I ask for change now, I ask for things that benefit my most authentic self, my highest self, that is for my highest good, for me and all those concerned. And that is the situation that is taking place right now. It is one that is necessary, and it's about personal power. And what I found so deep about this, and I'm gonna look at this card again to see what else I pick up from it. We have our barriers and layers that keep us inside and outside of our strengths. And we have to intuit. We have to merge with that lioness that's here, the power animal that you walk with that represents your strength. And you have to know that sometimes it will be on a material or earth plane, and sometimes it will be in a spiritual or emotional plane. Thus you see her standing in the water or by the water and so forth. And as you look out, you see the many different layers of that come in the walls that she's built. And all of this is strength. But she has a bow and arrow, and she's walking. She's in tune. She's depending on her instincts for guidance. And she's trusting the path that is before her. Okay, last and final card is Mother of Cups, Cancer, Namu. Mother of Cups, Cancer, Namu, and Swimming with the Dolphins. I was just talking to my best friend Koya about swimming with the dolphins and a dream that I had that I needed to do this. And this is so powerful. I'm looking at this card again, and she has a water jug or water vase or whatever you want to call it, container. And she's mixing waters, so to speak, fresh water, salt water, ocean water. That's what it looks like to me. And there's all kind of sea creatures in the background, dolphins and whales doing their thing, and they're very happy doing it. So let me go to Namu. That's on page 62. And I'm just looking at the time here. Not too long. Didn't talk your heads off quite as much as I usually do. Okay. Namu, Mother of Cups, Cancer, Night, Queen of Cups. Namu, Star of the Sea, Sumerian creatrix Mother Goddess, whose name means the ocean, brings romance, laughter, and the fullness of emotion. She is a friend and mother to her playmates, the ocean creatures. This ocean mother is a true example of how to nurture without dependency. Ding, 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 ding. That's a big one for me right now. The ocean is our primal source. Namu represents the art of self-acceptance and listening to our feelings. This goddess has strong rapport with children, a nurturing protective energy as she integrates mothering and the imaginative processes. Namu can also represent early home circumstances and a desire to return to childhood in memories and fantasies, and through that journey into the past, reclaim the child within. Sometimes we long for the protected and carefree state of a childhood many of us have missed. This is so deep and so on point with me right now. In the present, there might be a necessity to deal with present relationships to children or to your mother. If this card is tilted or reversed, there may be some bitterness about your childhood or a present inability to relate to children. You may long for the protected and carefree state of childhood that you were never allowed to experience. Be careful of acting out your anger against children instead of placing it where it belongs. It could also indicate that you might need to give or receive emotional nurturing. This card is so on point. So on point. It's so on point that I'm being told to read what the cups aesthetic is. And let me see here. There we go. Arcana of Cups, the element of water. Water, the universal sovereign, original mirror, is our great teacher. In the tarot, cups are the vessels that hold the waters of receptivity, emotions, and the unconscious. Water has traditionally been a symbol of emotion, such as a fountain of bliss, icy hate, a flow of love, a wellspring of hope, a tidal wave of passion, and the still waters of tranquility. Others are bubbles of happiness, storms of temper, whirlpools of confusion, and torrents of anger. The maiden, mother, and crown of cups are three archetypes that represent the emotional essences of the water element and her flowing, driving force. In this society, our sweet women emotions and passions have been mocked and trivialized. Everywhere we find the stereotype of the weak, over-emotional woman. In reacting to the stereotype, we are tempted to hide our feelings and vulnerability to each other and appear cold and rational. We search to reclaim our precious emotions and to see them as our power. Like rain, we wash our wounds, and like the waterfall we flow, enjoying the natural grace of our emotional selves. In order to understand and ultimately change unwanted emotional patterns, we start to examine our belief systems, as what we believe in our head influences how we feel in our hearts. This process of honestly examining, understanding, and tracing our feelings to the belief system, which is their source, can be a powerful process that leads to change. And I can testify to that. I can validate that. I can say, Amen, hallelujah. I can tell you, you have to do the work. You have to do the work, and it is a powerful process. And it begins in your head. It begins in your head. What you tell yourself is what you manifest, is what you co-create, is what you bring to the table. The things that are in your mind is what you bring to the table in relationship to yourself, in relationship to others, in relationship to the world. Let's see. It is no longer enough. I skip forward. Okay. This process of honestly examining, understanding, and tracing our feelings to the belief system, which is their source, can be a powerful process that leads to change. We have found that our growth as feminists depend largely on this process. It is no longer enough to validate emotions, though they are extremely important. We also seek to distinguish between false or preconditioned feelings and true emotion. True emotion is like radar, which is stimulated naturally by experience, such as feeling blissful when we are wholly loved. By growing, we find ourselves endlessly unveiling and sharing our feelings more deeply. Water. The rushing, the flowing energy of cups is a tremendous force and can be life-sustaining or destructive. The ocean is the beginning of the world. The ocean is the beginning of the world. All things come from the sea. All things come from the sea. This is a women's circle chant, and the author is unknown. And this is again from Daughters of the Moon Tarot by Fiona Morgan. It's a beautiful book, beautiful book, beautiful book. Beautiful cards. Again, I pulled 5 cards, and the first one was the Hura, the Ten of Flames. There we go. The Ten of Flames. And this was the dance of women. This was a celebration and of change and transformation and many things that are happening in my life right now. And 10 is a very powerful number. It came up twice in the cards. Again, this is the Ten of Cups. As you see, women in the water. And they are just receiving this energy and going with the flow of it. And this is the Inanna card. So there's a lot of integration of self-knowledge, self-worth, self-belief in this. And it's a purification as well. And 10 means the final of something. And it's like the Alpha and the Omega, because it is the 1, the 0. So it is the 0 and the 10, is very deep. So I suggest you do some of your research and find out what it means. The next card was the 3 of Pentacles. And this card spoke to me on several levels. I hope you can see the woman. And the woman has a baby on her back as she is molding and shaping this pottery wheel. For me, this speaks of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 6 over here that she's already made. She's working on the 7th here, and there's another pile here that will be the 8th one. So this is very deep to me. This is goddess oriented, because 8 is the goddess number for me. Again, this is very, very powerful. It speaks to the development and the molding and shaping and the consistency that's needed. And it's, when I read ffiona, she spoke of having things together, or else when they go to that firing pot, that firing to be fired and dried out and to be done, it'll crack if it's not done the correct way. So that says a lot to how we condition ourselves, and how we go over certain steps, and certain things have to be repeated in order to find that center, that balance, so that when it goes through the fire, when it goes through life's tests, when it goes through challenges and changes, it will hold up to it. So that's what this card was about for me. Strength. I usually always get this card in readings for myself, and I'm not surprised that she showed up today in the position she showed up as the 4th card. For me, that has special significance. Also shows me the different layers that are attached to our strength. There's so many different layers. We have strength on so many different fronts or avenues that sometimes we don't realize how strong we are. We think I can do that. I'm good at math, or I can draw, or I can sing, or I can write poetry really good, and that's my strength. But sometimes we miss the layering and the different things that tie our strengths together. What makes us strong in one thing makes us strong in another thing. And where we find ourselves weak, we have to learn to incorporate our strengths into those situations where we find ourselves being weak, or not as strong as we would like to be, or not as connected or in the flow of things the way we would like to be. So we have to, use that guidance that's always there, that instinctual, animus guidance that is there to help us find our way. Always. That is there to tell us the very basic and base of needs and desires that we have. Okay, the last card, and I love this card. Mother of Cups, Namu. And she is just so beautiful to me. And I see so much in this card. I just see so much in it. Like I said, and I don't know why, but I'm seeing maize in here. So and maize is a native name for corn, and I'm going to have to go look that up and see what the relationship is to maize and to this water, and to the creatures that are there. Again, that is Namu. And this was a very powerful card as well. And Mother of Cups, and in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is one of the most feeling of the astrological signs. There are some very deep cookies. My oldest granddaughter is a Cancer. So this has a lot to do with things that are going on right now. Um, Again, this reading came about because my grandchildren are getting ready to leave. They're getting ready to move out of state. So I wanted to do a reading around that and just check things out before I get ready to head out and go to dinner with them for the last time here in Wisconsin. And I'm going to let them know what cards I pulled and what this general reading was. It was a very good reading to me. It showed a lot of things that I know on the surface, but now I can sew together on a deeper level. And one of those is letting go and trusting, and not over parenting, and understanding that with water always kind of returns to its source one way or another. And the number 10s, what they showed me, 10 is the teacher, 10 is the final, so to speak, is what you shoot for. So in saying all of that, I just want to say thank you. If you're looking at this and listening to it, if you have any feedback, I appreciate it. And namaste. Thank you. I love you. This is Mother with Wisdom. Can be found on Facebook and universalwomb.com. So, and Blog Talk Radio, Mother with Wisdom. Thank you. Namaste. And